In the end, when you see them sleeping, it's all fine.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Think Like Mama. It's a pleasure to have you here. For those of you who have subscribed lately, thank you so much. We do appreciate your like and your following. And as you know, we bring you an interview with a mama talking about their insights, their advice every 2 weeks. So if you don't want to miss on the interviews coming up, please remember to hit the bell in order to get all the notifications whenever we upload a new video.
And today we're here to talk with Mama Simone about how it is to go from one child to a second child. She's already got a 3-year-old, and 3 months ago she gave birth to her baby daughter. Hi Simone, welcome on the show.
Hi.
How are you, Simone?
Thank you, I'm fine. Thank
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? How long you lived in Dubai for?
Yeah, I'm from Germany and I'm in Dubai since 9 years almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had your children here in Dubai?
Yeah, they're born here, both of them.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what went into the decision of having a second child? Like, what were your considerations? What were your thoughts?
Well, I always wanted to have actually 2 kids. When I was young, I always dreamed about 2 kids. My mom had 2 kids, and I have a boy. First was a boy, so also second one I wished for a girl. Actually, become a girl.
Lucky you, well done.
Yeah, and consideration, well, not too many, because I think otherwise you maybe overthink too much. And no, it's just my wish was always 2 in the end, and thanks God it happened also. Yeah.
Fantastic. So obviously second child, second pregnancy, do you feel like from your first experience from you being pregnant, did you copy paste the experience as being pregnant, planning for a child, or it was a different story having a second one?
I think it was totally different.
Wow.
It started totally different. Since I got to know, it started different than how the pregnancy started. Maybe also because it's boy-girl, you say sometimes.
Yeah,
there's
a bit different.
Yeah, but not always. But yeah, and then also because I already have a first one, so you don't have the time always to all the time think about it. You have things to do, so of course, I mean, you feel it the same, but it's still, you don't have all this time to maybe realize it. Somehow the time also went faster. But it was definitely a different experience.
Different.
Yeah.
So how did you prepare yourself mentally for the second child? Because with the first one, it's like you don't know what's going to happen. You read all the books, you try to prepare yourself, and then as you just said, you have that experience. Was there still some kind of preparation that went into it?
Yeah, mentally, because I already have a one, so it's going to be a lot of other work, arrangements for the bigger one where he is, if the nanny is there, and the house, like that there's room for the second one, those arrangements, yeah.
So in terms of preparation, I'm very interested and curious to see how a mom who has the second child, how do you prepare all the areas of your life? So for example, I'm sure the certain small preparations that you do for, I don't know, your husband, for the house, for the new schools or things like that. Like what sort of planning and how long perhaps in advance do you do this?
Yeah, well, since maybe I got to know that I'm pregnant, I already thinking slowly and slowly to prepare it, for example, the house, so that I have everything for the new baby. Like actually I use the clothes, for example, but of course I got new things, but just to make sure we have everything again for the second one. Then life, well, like I'm also working, so of course I need to plan when is my maternity leave starting, for how long. I have already a nanny, but to make sure she's prepared for also 2 babies, then
it's
to
for
help
a
me.
lifetime now,
Yeah, all of those things.
And with your husband?
With my husband, well, yeah, mentally that he's also prepared that there's 2 and maybe much more going on than before. And that he's also helping out a bit more.
Did you have that conversation? Because I can imagine, like with one, we kind of need them, but with 2, it must be like, you know, you definitely need like some support perhaps, and you're lucky to have him. So.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have talked about this before, and he's helping me also to maybe go with Yasin for a play date or to a playground for a while.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
at least I have some time also with the baby. But also the nanny is doing the same, so everyone is a bit supportive in this. Yes.
Perfect.
I think that's really crucial, because now with the first one, right, we give them everything, we give them our attention, our time, our life. With the second one, it's like you need to find those moments of stillness and quiet to spend with your second child, to also give them a little bit of the feeling of all the attention is on them.
Yeah,
so
well, that's really true. I mean, actually I'm making quite sure, I hope it's working, that I'm spending a lot of time with my older son, because he is used to it and he is somehow will miss it. And the baby, of course, she needs me, but she's not realizing that much like my son is. So I really enjoy those times when she's sleeping, and they sleep a lot still in this young age.
How old is she now?
3 months.
3 months, yeah.
Exactly, 3 months, yes.
Yeah, of course, it's a good age.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hope when she's getting older they can also play with each other then. So
exactly. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest advantages of having 2 children. I always picture this in my mind.
That's a good, I think...
you just play together, you know. Well, now you can cook, now you can have a shower, you know, they're just engaging with each other, you know.
Right, yes.
Great.
So how did you prepare your son for the arrival of his little sister?
Okay, since my belly showed up a bit, he of course also questioned somehow if I ate too much or what else is going on. So I told him, yeah, there's a baby coming, but it's still a bit time to go. But he saw how it grows also, and then when it moved, he could touch it and feel it. So actually I kept him really close to it, so he understands it. I read with him books about pregnancy, about how the baby, when the baby is coming, how it will be, and it's really helpful, to be honest. Those books are good. All the time you have to talk about it with him to prepare him, not just one time, of course, all the time. Then also when you buy new things, you have to try to involve him. For example, even let him choose. It's nice for them to not to feel like outside anymore, there's a new one coming, so no, I'm maybe not important anymore. No, they should feel excited.
That's very sweet.
They should feel like even I'm important still, I'm choosing, I'm the older brother or older sister.
Wow, you seem to have read a lot about it to prepare yourself well here.
Yeah, and he's he was really excited, he's still excited. And he is really helpful, I think the gap is also good, 3 years. They quite understand a lot. He is asking a lot why she's crying, why she needs a new Pampers, or why she has this. I think the gap is pretty good.
Yeah. He can talk now, obviously, you know, and get engaged in whatever you're going through as a mom.
Right.
As well.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you feel that Simone, mama with 1 child, is completely different to Simone, mama with 2 children?
I think no, not really different. I'm still having the same character.
Yeah.
Person. I'm the same person, but maybe I see things different because I'm having more responsibility and maybe more concerned about things.
Because I don't know if we are aware of that responsibility, that how it becomes bigger, you know, when you have 2 children. Almost I never thought about that actually, you know, if I have. Yeah, because you have to organize a lot more things, you know, that are under your scope as a mom. And I don't know, school runs, for example, small things, you know, or...
Yeah, you have 1 child, which you need to... He is, for example, he's in school, okay, halas, now I can relax. But now, if there's another one...
Second cycle,
Okay, still she's small, but maybe when she starts also school, then you have different nursery, maybe. Is everyone in this place on time?
And we don't think about this. I don't know, personally having 1, not planning the second one, I don't think about that, you know. But now when you put in the perspective, mom with 2 children, it's like you have so many contacts from the external world that they fall onto you only, you know, as a mama. So anyway, that's what I wanted to get. So can you imagine, obviously, jumping from having 1 child to a second child would have involved some new challenges as a mother and as a woman. Which one do you feel was your biggest challenge in the transition to having a second child?
Yeah, so that you have less time than before.
Time.
For yourself, for your husband, for maybe your friends. That you have a lot of more things going on, like more to prepare. But I think if you're doing it in a good way and everything is planned well, then that should work out everything. Even if that you have time for you. I think it's really important.
Yeah.
That you have this also.
Time is so
But it's
important.
a challenge.
I can
Somehow it
imagine.
is, and you need a really good plan for the day. Like not just you don't live in the day. You have to plan everything really good ahead.
So do you have your list that you do
Somehow,
every night? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Somehow, yeah. Also, for those days which I'm gonna meet up friends, or when I want to do sport, or when Yasin has my son when he has football training, swimming class. Yeah.
That helps, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine.
And I need to go for groceries. Of course, you always forget something, but still,
Yes.
some plans. Yeah.
Good. Good.
Time management. I think this is like the biggest challenge for
Yeah.
any mother, and it can only get harder when you have a second child to kind of bring everything under one umbrella.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I read this article on babycenter.com, and it's basically questioning whether parents can love their second child as much as the first one. And there's this thing where some moms say, well, my love just grew and now it involves both children, and how does that work? Can you really? I mean, how do you love them with the same intensity, or how does that work?
Well, I like this question because also I got questioning this, and I feel like why you actually asking this, because yes, for sure you love both the same. There is no difference. What I maybe guess later on, maybe when they're older, somehow maybe you can have a favorite. Can be because maybe they get different characters, or maybe you get along better with the girl who is more, I don't know, into something which you are also into. And the boy is maybe so wild that you really like just I think this is possible, but in the end the love, no, it's the same, and in the end this is not different.
Do you feel like you had like a bunch of love and it was divided into the two, or do you think like it just multiplied?
Yeah, I guess multiplied even more. Yes, true.
So it grows. Yeah, I think you mentioned it earlier in the interview as well. And the love and the attention, you know, like I think this is something that you would really have to plan, because one child is so used to get you like full attention from you, and now you manage to divide that, you know, so you kind of get things from inside you that you didn't even know they were there until obviously you fall pregnant for the second time. And, this amazes me as well. I think we had conversations, Nina and I, very often about like, imagine how that would feel, you know, how wide the heart of a mom is, you know?
Yeah.
What about those moms that have 3, 4, you know, 5 children, you know?
More and more, maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time the cycle multiplies, it's beautiful.
Yeah. But I think it's the same. It's like the only way I can understand that a little bit is that when at the beginning when my son was born, and I saw him lying next to my husband, and they were both asleep on the big bed, and like you love them in a different way, but you love them both. They like. You don't choose, it's like the same, right? Yeah,
and I think even with your own children it's even more.
It's even more.
Yeah, because it's your child in the end. And if you see them both sleeping, that's like heaven.
It is, you know. By default, I love to see my daughter sleeping, you know. Like I have so many pictures of her sleeping. It's like, it's like little angel, you know. Yeah.
Even if the day was so stressful and so hectic, in the end when you see them sleeping, it's all fine.
You know, they're relaxed.
Beautiful.
So if there is a mom out there in the audience about to become a mom of 2 for the very first time, what advice would you give this woman?
For the second one, to prepare for the second one? Well, for sure, getting prepared by yourself, that it's not the same anymore. There's more things to do, but it's gonna be very nice, because also the first one will have a lot of fun. They will have like a lot of the other things than just playing maybe with themselves. No, they have more interest. Exactly. And also to read, to prepare yourself. It's really good always. So this is speaking with other moms. This is for sure really good.
Watching Think Like Mama.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think preparation is key. You know, like you said,
Yeah,
like,
that's the main message we're getting, right? Prepare
yeah,
yourself.
really,
and exchange experience with other friends.
yeah,
This is always happening, I think. Yeah.
I agree. You know, if there is something that all the mamas that have been sitting in this couch have told us, is that time management and prepare yourself. You know, like read, investigate, research. At the end of the day, we're so lucky to live in this era where we go to YouTube or, you know, to any of the other sources, and if you have one day where you don't know what to do with your child, you do find answers, you know, out there.
Yeah, but I have to say also, you can prepare as much as you want. It's good, but in the end, also, I think every mother has also it is inside you that you decide or react also naturally. I think also a woman should not get crazy. Oh my God, I have to prepare too much.
Yeah.
Also,
that's a good point.
Yeah, I think it's really, it will come and all will be fine. Like even if there's stressful days or, but no, I think it will be fine. Like,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, that's
We'll get through this.
good to remember.
yeah.
Okay, Simone, thank you so much for being here. It was a great pleasure to meet you and to hear your story, and thank you for showing us a different perspective as a mama of two now.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you liked today's show. We have one challenge for you guys. If you're a mom of two, please leave us in the comments below. What is your number one tip? Probably time management, but what is your number one tip on how to deal with two kids? And other than that, subscribe, hit the notification bell, come on over to Instagram if you haven't found us there yet. And for all the mamas out there,
Trust your instincts
and think like mama. Bye!